Friday night baseball from the Bay Area and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Chicago White Sox and the Oakland A's. Number 22, the American League's batting leader, steps into the box. Coming up next. Lucas Sims is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. Dan, any thoughts?
Let's play ball. He's out. 3.
At the plate, Wiz Hammer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the A's, the shortstop, Wiz Hammer.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind, and that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. With that, let's look at the starting lineup.
3.
Up next for Chicago, Tim Anderson. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. White Sox leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Coming to the plate now, Wiz Hammer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano.
Now batting, number 22.
The 3-0 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. He drew a walk his first time up.
Matt Olson.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cordell waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the A's 2 and the White Sox nothing. Stepping into the box, Wiz Hammer.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Cordell looks up, and it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 10 for him on the year. And the A's add on more. It's now a 5-0 game.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep.
3. Take out. 3. Ball 4. Take the base.
Striding in, Wiz Hammer. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy's changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time. And maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
Comes set with the 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland, but they hold a 5-0 lead.
Play ball. 3. 3. He's out. 3. 3. He's out. 3.
Your attention, please.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Wiz Hammer. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Let's play ball. 3. 3. 3.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. Oakland took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Lucas Sims earns his 8th victory of the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Sandy Alcantara couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 15 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Now from the home of the A's since 1968, it's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Game 1.
Play ball. Ball 4. Take your base. Ball 4. Take your base. He's out.
Digging in now, Wiz Hammer. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Now the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bat well. They got shut.
Out. Out. He's out. That's ball 4. 3.
Hammer. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
4-4. Take the base.
Coming to the plate now, Wiz Hammer. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Find it, find it, find it.
Snagged on a short hop. And a rather easy first out.
Let's play ball. 3. 3. He's out. Ball 4. Take the base.
So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Justin Flores. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-2. Holder left side. Gonna be a tough play. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late.
He's safe. Out. He's out.
Into the box, Wiz Hammer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Let's play ball.
Standing in, Eric Major. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All the have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. They don't whose bullpen is better.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
He's safe. 3. That's ball 4. 3. 3. He's out.
3-2 to finish in tonight's game. The Oakland A's came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory.
Victorious Athletics, 3 runs.
Now on a Sunday afternoon in Northern California, MLB.
Let's play ball. 3. Out.
So stepping in, Wiz Hammer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop, Wiz.
Now here it comes. Line drive to center field. Cordell is right there, 1 down. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out? Here's Jock Peterson now. He was responsible for both of his club's runs batted in last night's ball game.
Jock.
Grounded back up the middle. To his left, Hammer. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And the guy I want to...
He's out. 4-4. Take the base.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Anderson.
Short, hit hard. Backhanded. Off-balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. Ready now for the White Sox, Kerry O'Doul, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this is on the ground to short. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
And with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in the league, it's probably safe to say they are an absolute force with the bat in their hands. As one coach put it, we're extremely fortunate. Fortunate to have incredible talent and fortunate to have incredible work ethic. Our guys really are always trying to improve their game, and you see that in the numbers they're putting up. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Wiz Hammer is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Softly hit out to short.
Round it.
Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time. And with one away, we check out where these guys sit in the current division standings. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Line drive base hit. Flores is on his way home. Safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row. They finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring.
Digging in, Eric Major. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Eric Major.
Slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. There's one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Digging in, Wiz Hammer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. This pitch is popped up. Knee high. He barehands it. He's out. And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the here, he feels good building off that last AB.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise. And next up for the A's, Wiz Hammer.
Shortstop, Wiz Hammer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And it's fouled away. Spillane is off at first with 2 away. Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. And another throw over. Runner back safely. The 0-1 on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Throw over to first, and the runner back easily. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. So it's 2 runs on 5 hits. At the plate, Eric Major.
Now batting, catcher, Eric Major.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
2-2-2.
Grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. Striding in once again, Ryan Cordell. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Cordell.
The 1-2. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first, and they turn another one. Their 4th of the afternoon, and the inning is over. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Wiz Hammer. He singled his last time up. And that's by him. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Number 22.
Standing in now, Ramon Laureano. Pitch misses low. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Hammer stands at second with no outs. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Very high, 2-1. Spin and a throw back to second, and a dive, but he's back in. 7 runs, 13 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Runner's on his way to third.
Come on,
Pitch misses low. The throw down. Oh, it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Oh, this kind of goes against those unwritten rules of baseball. They're leading big, so there's really no reason for them to steal third right there, and I'm not sure that was taken too kindly in the opposing dugout.
And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. And their runners at the corners now. From the stretch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Runners are at first and third with none out. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up pull side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
Count even at 2-2. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not. Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series, breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The Oakland A's took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Paul Blackburn gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
A coach challenges a player to continue to round out his game.
Outdoor baseball now from the Warehouse District and Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. This evening, an exciting pairing of wild card contenders between the Oakland A's and the Minnesota Twins. The Athletics have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Tyler Mahle, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy comes into this start.
Now at the plate, Wiz Hammer. And Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Roll, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The 2 teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
Guys, this is a team that's just continued to gain momentum throughout the year. What have been the keys to their success?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now, continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest bullpens in the game.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who are you focused on? The next twin up, Robbie Hall. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Almora, base runner at first with 1 out. Hit to short. He's got it. Oh! He's up with it. The throw. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We've played 2 full. It's the A's 2 and the Twins 1.
Welcome back to Target Field, home of the Twins, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. When it comes to their team ERA, they enter the day with one of the best in the league. And talking with some of the pitchers earlier,
ready now, Wiz Hammer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Scooped up on the backhand. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Matt Olson, an RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. He's running to first. Scooped up.
Dig, get it up.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The A's set to get his evening at the plate started, Austin Hedges. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. We'll play ball to second. 4. There's 1. On to first, and it's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Now to the plate, Wiz Hammer, and he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Now the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight.
Attention, please. Now
so he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Matt Olson will be the first to greet him here as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. Pitch outside the throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
I think that steal attempt was all about trying to stay out of the inning-ending double play. But now there are 2 outs, so that makes getting that run home from third a lot more difficult. That's the risk you take.
Play ball. He's out. 3. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. You're out. Out. Ball 4. Take your base. 3. He's out. You're out. Out. 3. He's out.
David Watanabe takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
The right fielder, number 32.
Frenlo Reyes will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll runner at first and nobody out. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's
digging in and looking for more. Wiz Hammer. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Laureano on at first, nobody out. Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there. One and 2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
1 and 2. Here it comes. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3 and 2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base. Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows?
Now from the home of the Twins since 2010, Target Field in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today, a notable matchup of playoff hopefuls. Guillermo Campos is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio, 2-to-1, that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
First pitch on its way. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the third.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is Almora. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center, number 11 for him on the season, and Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
That's why you can't fall behind 2-0 to a power hitter like him. He's a dead red fastball hitter, and he knew the pitcher had to serve one up. A perfect storm or perfect nightmare, depending on which dugout you're in.
Ready to take his hacks again. Wiz Hammer, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
No balls and 1 strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And prior to the 0-2, a move to first. And he's back in standing. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Ready for another chance. Wiz Hammer. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away. But whatever was going for them,
this one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. It was a walk in his last trip.
Matt Olson.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Paul is there. Let's see if they try it. And that'll score the runner from third as they seize control here, 3-2.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. So 2 on with 2 away, and striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp.
Tony Kemp.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The
Come
pitch
on, go hard, you're
skied
scoring.
in the air
Go
to
hard.
straightaway left. Moving under it, Paul. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A's have to settle for just the 1. Home half of the 5th comes. Up next for Minnesota, Kevin Newman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, give me the same at bat. As you stride to the plate right here, give me the same execution.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. But they will still get the lead runner at second, so no double play. But, boy, very fortunate to record the first out there. Ready for another shot now. Wiz Hammer. He singled his last time up.
Wiz Hammer.
Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Green has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career. And through those innings, he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. Back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play.
Play ball. That's ball four.
Stepping into the box,
Number
Ji-Man
33,
Choi
number
singled home a
33.
run in his last time up.
Ji-Man Choi.
Hit hard on the ground is short. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4.
Now it would be the Minnesota DH, Vivek Valera. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Vivek Valera.
To the left side. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2, D-Roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury.
So it's a tight spot here.
Right
First and
fielder,
second, 1 man out. And here's Franmil Reyes stepping in.
Reyes.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. Valera rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores, and they now lead by 2.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good.
8-3 is today's final. Minnesota wrote an important 6th inning to victory in this one.
Moving into the later innings.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. On the ground is short. Hammer ranges to in the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. At the plate, Harold Castro. He popped out in his first trip.
Harold Castro.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club. Next up for Detroit, Brian Cherry. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
1-1-1.
Short. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Tigers leave 1. They're up 5-1. Stepping into the box, Wiz Hammer. He'll start it out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on. and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
So back at the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Harold Castro. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Ready with the 2-2. On the ground is short. Could be 2. There's 1. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wiz Hammer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and a borderline call, Matty. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport with this umpire, this AB. See how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Popped straight up. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. The tag, and he is out at second. Striding in.
Number 35.